Welcome to Brainstorm Pro. I'm going to be going over my top 5 concealed carry handguns, or just generally these companies, and why I think they are just subpar, but aren't just complete garbage. So I think each one of these companies has potential. For starters is Kahr, and a lot of people might be surprised to see Kahr on here. But I have just found from talking to people that there's lengthy break-in periods on these guns. And it's like one person you talk to says it works great. The other person you talk to says it doesn't. And I'm going to tell you, the Kahr CM9, that little guy, that would be my go-to carry gun. I just love how small the features are on this gun. Next is Taurus. Everything by Taurus seems to be hit or miss, but this gun right here is pretty darn close to being something that could work one day. Everything by Taurus, I love it. I love everything about them. It's just they are not reliable, and they're so hit or miss. But this guy right here, I'm telling you, is darn close in terms of being a good gun. Next is Bersa. Bersa in general seems to be a company that is very hit or miss. Although they are a very common company, and a lot of people say mine never jams. But here is this gun, the Bersa BP Concealed Carry Series. I love everything about it. I just simply don't trust Bersa yet, and hopefully I'm wrong. Next is Keltec. Keltec in general just has a reputation of being very hit or miss. This PF9 was definitely something that really took off. Got the rail, got the 7-round magazine. The trigger pull's pretty heavy on this. I've actually fired this one, and it's a decent sized gun. But I'm telling you, this gun, having 30 rounds of 22 Magnum, this was crazy awesome. This was just nuts. This gun was another really big hit. All I can say is that, this isn't the best for concealed carry, but having those 30 rounds with very light recoil, this would have been like the go-to give it to your grandma gun. The only problem is these guys are just very hit or miss. Next are Rugers, and a lot of people would tell me not to put Ruger on a list like this. But I'm going to tell you, they just seem to be very dicey. I've just personally never met somebody who really knew a ton about guns and was respectable that's like, yeah, I carry a Ruger. I think the Ruger revolvers are phenomenal, but it's just the LC9S, great little gun. It's just, with a lot of Rugers, it is just like almost there in terms of quality, but not quite. Now, the honorable mention on this list is going to be Hi-Point. And it's not because Hi-Point's an amazing gun. It's because Hi-Point is a very interesting gun for the price. If you can get this CM9 to work Hi-Point and get this thing to work really well, to where it's at least reliable. Of course, it's ugly. It's not comfortable really to shoot. It's not even comfortable to carry. But if you could at least get it to where it's very reliable, which if you look around, people have done torture tests on these guns. I think they're close, or in some way, to being very reliable. But if they could get it to mastery level, I definitely think that the Hi-Point, just for the price, just if they could get it at that $150 level, could be a choice for somebody who is in dire straits financial situation if they just needed a gun. It could potentially be like the gun that you get in an emergency until you can save up for something like a Smith & Wesson Shield. This is all I got, and none of these guns are ideal, but some people swear by them, and I'm just pointing them out.